You misunderstood. You misunderstand everything. You're the confused one. I know what I heard. JJ? What's the matter with you? What could you two possibly be fighting about? Mom, I have no idea what his problem is. Because that will only make him think that you're actually a gold digger. This dinner is all about proving my dad wrong. Jeremiah Dorval isn't the only person Zio is after. Max, who else is Isidore after? And I need you to tell me everything you know. Did you find any evidence against Isidore and Alan? Not any physical evidence. What do you mean by that? Max gave me some interesting information. He told me how he overheard Isidore and Alan speak about how they plan to get in contact with your company's board members. JJ? What is it, Keith? All day you've been acting a bit off. Off how? Like you've been in a bad mood. I'm not in a bad mood, Keith. I'm just tired. But if you're tired, then why did you agree to let me come over? Because you want to get off my back about coming over. JJ. Now that we're back home, Shelly, can you tell me what's been bothering you all day? Sorry. I was really hoping that she wouldn't notice. I didn't want you to be concerned at work. Concerned about what? I'm worried about JJ. I really don't like the fact that Zeke will be in our home. Well, you're the one who encouraged Dad to ask him to come. I didn't think that Zeke would have the guts to agree. Like I told you, Ulissa, I know Zeke much more than you do. I hope Zeke comes in on time. He'll be here, Dad. The dinner is almost ready, and I don't want it to get cold. I wonder who that could be. Thanks for making it. I don't think I had a choice, but it's always worth it whenever I get to see your beautiful face. Zeke, since you already met my supportive sister, meet my parents, Devante and Isabel Torres. Calling us Mr. and Mrs. Torres is what I prefer, Zeke. Welcome to my palace. Why would Isidore and Alan want to get in communication with the Confidence Design's board members? That's all the information that I know. Great. Your wicked uncle and your snobby cousin are trying to turn my board members against me to plan some sort of hostile takeover. How loyal are your board members? They're loyal as long as they know that they're making money. But you're going through a bit of a rough patch due to the AI scandal. And the board is already feeling nervous. Anyways, I'm the majority shareholder. What do Isidore and Alan plan to accomplish by turning the board against me? You know better than to treat guests like that, especially when those guests are your friends. Get off my back, Vanessa. You're not the boss of me. JJ! JJ, where are you going? I'm sorry. Don't apologize, Keeve. You've got nothing to be sorry for. It looks like JJ just needs to get himself together. Vanessa? Yeah? I'm really sorry for what your dad is going through. Thanks. And I'm sorry that you and Ulissa aren't friends anymore. Why would you scream at Keeve? You screamed at your sister. You're a terrible friend and brother. What about JJ is worrying you, Shelly? Have you noticed something different about him? I guess not. What have you noticed? Our son is usually positive and playful. Lately, he hasn't been his goofy self, Jeremiah. To be fair, I was arrested recently and Isidore is suing me. Except, I think his issues go deeper than that. I really like the food you've got here. You can't just finish the food first before commenting on it? Ulissa, is that how we treat guests? Thank you, Zeke. We have great cooks. Maybe I should come here more often. Except, we have to invite you first. Of course. Okay, Zeke. What do you see in the shell? Dad, do we have to do this now? This is what the dinner is for, Nichelle, remember? I'd like to know your boyfriend, and this is a time to get to know him. Nichelle was actually the first person to speak to me at school. Clearly, I saw how kind she was, and I wanted to get to know her more. Except we know why Nichelle gave you attention in the first place. You're not wrong, Zeke. Nichelle can be extremely nice when she wants to be, which means that she must see something really special in you. So what are your aspirations in life? Don't worry about all of that right now, Wanda. How can I not? The runway is this week. People are expecting it to fail, and I can't let it fail. I have no other choice but to worry. Now that you have this piece of information, it gives you a chance to get one step ahead of my uncle and my cousin. Maybe you should hold a board meeting before the runway takes place. I'm not sure how effective that would be. For all I know, Essador and Alan already reached out to the board. Until Essador and Alan are handled, I'm not even sure if I could trust any of the board members at the moment. The last thing I need is the board giving vital information to Essador and Alan. I really appreciate that, Keeve. You know the saying, friends come and go, unfortunately. But you were a really good friend to Ulissa. That's what I thought, but it looks like Ulissa didn't feel the same. Do you know what? What? Even though JJ is going through his issues, I'll still stick by his side. It's good to know that my brother has friends who won't abandon him when times get rough. I won't abandon you either, Vanessa, if you want to be my friend too. What do you think could be bothering JJ? I wish I knew, but I remember something that happened before Essador came after you. What happened? When you stated that you would confront Max, I remember JJ looking uncomfortable and rushing out of this room. Maybe he stepped out because he didn't feel like the Max situation concerned him, and it really didn't. Still, I think this lawsuit mess has only made things worse for him. I would like to be a barber someday. Do you think that being a barber would provide Nichelle with the sort of life she's accustomed to? Come on, Dad. It's possible for Zeke to make a chain of barbershops someday. With what money? Money that I work hard to make. So you'll be a hard worker, huh? How come you're cutting grass instead of cutting hair? He hasn't gone to barber school yet, Devante. There are YouTube tutorials that he can watch to cut hair on the side. You must be making a lot of people happy mowing lawns if you can afford nice clothes like that. I work hard for what I have, Mr. Torres. Ulissa, you don't look too good. Is the food okay? The food was great, Mom. Since I'm finished, can I be excused? Of course. Thank you for behaving yourself. Max promised me that he'd keep a close eye on Essador and Alan, so any new information he gets is new information that you'll get. Still, even though Max lives under the same roof as your uncle and cousin, how much information do you expect for him to get out of them? More than we would have if he didn't keep an eye on them. That's a very generous offer for you to make, Keeve. Will you accept the offer? I mean, the two of us get along so well already, but I think that you should go. You want me to leave? Not that I want you to leave, but I don't think JJ is in the right headspace to be hanging out with anyone right now. Where's Keeve? He left. No, you made him leave. Vanessa, just because you lost a friend doesn't mean you get to take my friends away. What is wrong with him? I wouldn't be surprised if this Essador mess is affecting either of our kids. They both saw me get arrested in this house, and I hate that it's an image that will never leave their minds. We just need to remind them how they have nothing to worry about. Besides, JJ is still in his early teen years. He could possibly be going through personality changes that neither of us expected him to have. You did great today. Did I really? I mean, my dad didn't kick you out of here, so I think it's safe to say that you're on my dad's good side. That's a relief. And I didn't know you had big dreams of being a barber. Guess your parents ain't the only ones who learned something about me today. And I can't wait to know more about you. Hello? No, nothing is wrong. I just have a question. No, this is a sort of question I need to ask you in person. This is honestly a matter between life and death when it comes to my family.